Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year. Welcome to the NHL News and Rumors Rundown with the Hockey Raiders. My name is Jim Parsons. I'm here with thehockeyraiders.com. Obviously, we hope you're having a wonderful weekend, a fantastic new year, that you could say goodbye to 2021, which was a very rough and difficult year for a lot of people, and look forward to 2022, which we're hoping will be a much better year. Now, having said that, in hockey and the NHL, there's a lot going on right now. And 2022 is starting to look a little iffy at the beginning of the year. We've got lots of rules for COVID changes. We've got players out of the lineups, 100 and some odd NHL players who have missed games, bunch of postponements, all sorts of crazy stuff. So we're going to kind of keep you up to date on that for the next few weeks, going through the news and rumors reports. But we're going to talk a little bit about some of the bigger stories ending in 2021, heading into the 2022 year. Quick reminder, though, if you want to follow me, you can do so at The Hockey Raider on Twitter. You can go to thehockeyraiders.com, check out the news and rumors reports, or go to the Hockey Raiders on Facebook, including our YouTube page, and morningskate.io, the newsletter that we do. So let's get right into some of the big stories here. Lots to talk about. Tuukka Rask, former goaltender for the Boston Bruins, probably future goaltender for the Boston Bruins again. He's been practicing with the team. Looks like he's almost ready to return. Coach Bruce Cassidy has said that he's probably going to head to Providence at some point for some conditioning when the Bruins go on a 3-game road trip here. Expect Tuukka Rask to probably sign with the Boston Bruins sometime here imminently, whether it's in the next week or two. Not really sure what the money looks like, what the term looks like. Probably just going to be a single season. Pretty low cap hit, but it does sound like Tuukka Rask will be coming back and probably has agreed on, at least in theory, a deal with the Boston Bruins. So we're expecting hear about that pretty soon here. Lots to talk about Max Pacioretty. He's going to be out indefinitely after successful wrist surgery for the Golden Knights, which gives a couple things going on here. One, there's time now for the Vegas Golden Knights to make a trade, which they will inevitably have to do because Jack Eichel will be healthy sometime in February, maybe coming back to the team. They're going to have to move some bodies out, but this at least gives them an opportunity to wait on that without having to make a trade immediately. That said, who's going to be moving, what players are staying, how they're going to find out this cap space for Jack Eichel is still a question that's being asked in Vegas, and we'll see how big the loss of Max Pacioretty is to that lineup. Flyers talk. Don't expect anything major coming up right away. There has been some speculation that they might move some assets, including someone like Claude Giroux, but talk is that that's not happening anytime soon, if it does happen at all. The Flyers still don't believe they're necessarily out of it yet. They haven't had a wonderful season. They could work their way back into the playoffs, but even if they were to sell, including someone like Giroux, it's not happening right now. They're not getting the best value for Giroux. They're not going to be doing it at this point because other teams aren't ready to be buyers yet, but they might put him up there and see what he wants to do headed towards the trade deadline when there's more of a buyer's market for a player like him. So we'll see. Flyers aren't out of it yet, but they could be, and if they are, expect Giroux's name to pop up here as the trade deadline gets a little closer to March 21st. Jesperi Kotkaniemi. There's lots of talk in Carolina about what they're going to do with him. They are eligible to sign him now, starting today. New Year's, January 1st, they could sign an extension with him after the offer sheet that he came over from the Montreal Canadiens with. That said, Don Waddell is not in a hurry to do this. He is not looking to extend him right away. He's not looking to get that number down before the qualifying offer kicks in at $5 million. They're just going to wait. He had a very, very slow start to the season. He's coming on a little bit of late, but they're not really sure where he fits. They're not sure if he's a bottom 6 guy, if he's going to be a top 6 guy. They expect him to be a top 6 guy, but it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't shaped up yet. Waddell says he doesn't regret the offer sheet, but if you'd asked him a little while ago at the beginning of the season, he would have been like, we might have made a mistake here. That said, they are looking at probably signing him, and we'll see where that goes, but they're not in a hurry to do it. So don't expect a Kotkaniemi offer sheet or extension anytime here soon. Finally, Jack Campbell. Lots of Jack Campbell talk in Toronto. Lots of talk in Toronto in general about what they're going to do. They're playing very well. They're probably going to make their first-round pick available here sometime before the trade deadline to add the pieces that they need. But the bigger thing is, what are they going to do with Jack Campbell? They're going to need to extend him. He's going to be making at least probably 3 times the amount of money he's making now in a contract extension. Who you're going to have to move to make that work, whether it's a guy like Jake Muzzin or Alex Kerfoot, you never really know. So we're going to keep our eyes on this one. We'll keep watching the Jack Campbell play this season to see how well he does. If he plays continually well, his numbers are just going to go up and up and up. Now, there's lots of talk that he's going to probably take a team-friendly deal to stay in Toronto. But how team-friendly are we talking here? This is a guy who probably could make $6 million on the open market with a team. He's only 29. If we're unrestricted free agent, lots of teams would be interested, including someone like Detroit. So we'll watch for Jack Campbell, see what happens here. That's it for today, though, guys. We're going to keep you up to date on the HockeyWriters.com with everything else. Have a wonderful beginning of 2022. We hope you guys stayed safe, enjoyed your New Year's. Enjoy the rest of this. Try to stay safe from all this COVID stuff. We're hoping that the worst is behind us, but you never know nowadays. And unfortunately, with the World Junior stuff, there's not a lot to watch other than some postponed games in the NHL. So we'll keep you up to speed on all of that as well as we roll along here. Check out the HockeyWriters.com for Jim Parsons. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you guys soon.